slimmer by the year.
Yeah, he does. He has like all those morning times. I just don't know who wants to get a massage at 9 a.m.
I know. I mean, that's he had a kid, and when he became like daddy of the year when he had a kid.
Yeah.
And so he works like random hours now because when she's in school, but I'm always like, Kevin, I need you at like 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., or like somewhere in the middle of the day,
Right.
like 3 p.m.
Yeah,
Where'd you get a massage? Did you go to
like-
Senspa then, or?
Yeah, the 9 a.m. slot does not appear popular because you can get that kind of any day.
Yeah, especially for what he's doing too, like just going in and digging at you.
Oh, by the way, I read where it says that you wear clothes for this.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So it's like much more target specific. So like if it's your hip, they'll work on all the muscles in that area, and do some like active release stretching. And so it really, because it's just it's like pure body work. So it's super specific to the injury or the area at hand.
Got it. So it's not going to be relaxing at all.
No. It'll wake you up at 9 a.m.
Yeah, gosh. Okay, well, that's kind of an interesting thing to know because maybe that isn't the worst thing.
Well, if you had like a 11 or noon tennis match, it wouldn't probably feel terrible to go to that first and then take some extra time warming up and then play.
Okay, I'll reconsider all of this.
Yeah, but otherwise, yeah, exactly. I'm with you. Nobody's laying down on a table at 9 a.m. to get a massage, even on vacation.
I guess sometimes I feel like when I get body work done, they put me in the right position and realign me. And then if I go do something on my own, I like get myself back out of whack.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully the goal is that he should be able to put you back in and help show you like a few exercises and things to keep you that way.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that's always the goal.
Okay.
But sometimes he can't really help that much either. And then he like will refer you to a physical therapist. Like I have a client who's had an ongoing battle with plantar fasciitis, and she keeps like putting little band-aids over it and it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Yeah. And now she started to play tennis and it's just like super flared up, and she went to see him and he's like, you're like pretty far gone already.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, he can help her in the short term, but it's probably more of a movement pattern issue at that point.
Right. I see.
Nice. Good. And then let's do some skips.
Okay.
Good. And then side shuffles. Did you go to Senspa then for your massage, or do you have someone else that you like?
I have a woman who comes to my house that
nice.
in Auburn though, so she doesn't come down regularly.
Got it.
So it's not something I can rely upon.
Karaoke. Isn't that funny? You're like the third person I know who has a massage person who has like no longer lives here.
Well, she actually never lived here. I met her through a friend in Tahoe.
Oh, nice.
She developed like this strong clientele in San Francisco. So she comes down with some regularity, but it's never like, you
right.
never know it's going to be during the acute phase.
And then let's drop down after this on all fours, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And then you'll take your right leg out to the side, foot flat on the ground, and you'll just shift your weight front to back here. So you get that nice adductor rock, and you should get a nice stretch through your hip. We'll do that 10 times on that side and then 10 times on the other side. Good. And then we'll go to the other side. But I'm meeting more and more like service providers who are doing that. Like the woman who colors my hair for me, she lives in Portland and flies here for like 8 days a month and works just nonstop for 8 days. I know a couple people who get massage from people who live in like, yeah, not as far as north as Auburn, but pretty far up there too. They come down to the city for like 3 days.
Yeah, and they, especially they're somewhere that like someone they can stay with and
Totally. Yeah. Like the woman who does my hair for a while, she was staying with a client like in the hills of Sausalito. I was like, that sounds incredible.
yeah.
Like, what a lovely place to go home to every night. And then now take both knees. So keep your hands where they are. Bring your other knee, bring your left knee back in, and then take your knees super wide, and we'll just sit into that froggy stretch. So go ahead and reach your butt back towards your heels, and then arms reach out in front of you. Bring your chest towards the ground. Yeah.
Come forward.
No, and you're just going to actually just sit there and let your knees slide even a little bit further apart. You're just going to let yourself sit into that stretch right through your hips and adductors there.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah. And then you can walk your hands to the right. So walk both hands to the right. So you just get a little bit of an upper body stretch in there, but stay low. Good, holding that. Five more seconds there. And then let's walk both hands to the left. I was just reading, it's going to rain this weekend, apparently.
What?
I just read somewhere that there's supposed to be rain on Sunday.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
I'm like, it can't happen. I mean, we need it, but like it's early. And come back through the center. Nice. And then come into that all fours position. Morning, Catherine. And we'll go hands on your shoulders, knees under your hips. Let's just do a few cat and camels here.
Hi.
Hi. We're on the floor doing cat and camel right now. Good. Couple more here. Let's do 2 more. Nice. And then find that neutral spine. Take your right hand up behind your right ear, and then you're going to bring your right elbow to your left elbow and then open up as far as you can without forcing it. So when you're doing these, try not to let your hips move. And 10 of these on each side. Inhale as you come together, exhale as you open up. Good. And then 10 on the other side. Good. And then once you get those, go ahead with your hands underneath your shoulders, knees still underneath your hips. Take your right hand up to the ceiling and look at it, and then thread it underneath that left arm. Let your shoulder fall to the ground. And then in that position, now, Catherine, let your butt come back towards your heels. Good. So Catherine Kelly, good. Look up at it, thread it under.
Oh, keep going, movement.
Oh, no, just, and hold it. Just hold it. And then Catherine Kelly, drop your butt towards your heels. And we're going to hold this for 10 more seconds, then we'll do it on the other side. Just getting that nice mid back stretch here. And go ahead, switch sides. Same thing, up, look at it, thread it through. And both of you sit your butts back towards your heels. Catherine Fogelman, try to drop your booty if you can.
I can, but then I get it in the front of my hips and not in
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So then keep your hips up then. Keep holding 5 more seconds. Done. Nice. Come back into that all fours position. We're going to do that beast to bear. We're going to do 5 of them. So Just remember, watch me on these first. You're gonna be on all fours, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Our knees are gonna come 1 inch off the ground. So you're holding it here. From this position, with my weight right over my shoulders, I'm gonna shift my weight back. Then I'm gonna lift my hips up, but not straighten my legs. Then I'm gonna come forward, bring that weight back over my shoulders, bring the knees to the ground. So it's back, up, forward, down. All right, and you're gonna do 5 of those. I want you to pause at each station. So go back, pause, lift the hips up, pause, come forward, pause, drop the knees, pause. Good. That's 1. Let's do 4 more. Five of these, and then you're going to flip over onto your back. And then when you flip over onto your back, if you have a foam roller, go ahead and grab it. And you're gonna lay down on your back with your feet underneath the foam roller. So we're gonna do some glute bridging, but your feet are gonna be on the foam roller for this glute bridging. So the foam roller is horizontal. Go ahead, put your feet on it. Lay all the way down, relax your head. We're just gonna come up. I want you to slightly tuck your hips here and then go ahead, exhale, lift up. We're gonna do 12 bridges here. Both feet stay on the foam roller. Remember, you're pushing down into the foam roller. If you push forward, the foam roller will roll away from you, and that's not what we want. So just down and up here 10 times. When you come down to the ground, your back should be flat against the ground, okay? So you have to maintain that slight tuck, so you're not gonna be lifting that high. 10 of these, and then hold up on your 10th one. Oh, I'm sorry, 12, and hold up on your 12th one. Good. Elbows compress into the ground. Keep going. Should just be nice and controlled here. Okay, remember on that 12th one, go ahead and hold your hips up. And then from this position, take your right knee into your chest and then your left knee into your chest. So marching. And now pressing down. Good. Should really feel this in your hamstring. Should be nice and concentrated. Really I'm rocking a side pony for you guys today, unintentionally. Keep going, 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and done. Nice, good. Move that foam roller out of the way. Butt goes down to the ground. Legs go up to the ceiling. Let's lower one leg at a time towards the ground. Inhale that leg down. Exhale, pull it up. We'll go 4 of these on each side. Inhale down, exhale up. Once you get 4 on each side, you're going to flip back over into that all fours position for me. And then we're going to flip back over, meet in all fours. All right, once we get there, then let's go back to 5 more of those beasts to bear. 5 more of those beasts to bear. Knees come off the ground 1 inch. Shift your weight back. Pause. Lift your hips up. Pause. Shift your weight forward. Pause. Drop the knees. Pause. Do it again. 5 of these. Just nice shoulder. I mean, warming up the shoulders here, warming up the hips, warming up the quads. You should really feel it everywhere. Feel your abs too. 5, just 5. Hopefully going to send you guys out of here feeling good today. And then flip over on your back and we'll go back to those glute bridges on the foam roller. And we're going to do 12 glute bridges here. Same thing, holding up on that 12th one. So remember, when you come down from that bridge, your back should be flush against the ground. Good. Keep going. Good. And then let's go march it out. Right knee to your chest, then left knee to your chest. Pressing down into that foam roller. Good. Keep going. Ten more seconds. 10 more seconds. Three, two, one, and done. Good. Move that foam roller out of the way. Butt goes down to the ground. Legs go up to the ceiling. Lower one leg at a time towards the ground. 4 of these on each side. Really focusing on straightening your leg as you lower. Good. Just breathing. Inhale down. Exhale up. Nice. And then you're going to come up into a tall kneeling position here with a 15 or a 20 pounder for some halos. So we'll go both knees on the ground and then take that nice and tight around your head, pause underneath your chin, and then do it again 8 times to the right and 8 times to the left. Make sure you pause underneath your chin. Yeah, good. 8 to the right and then 8 to the left. Good. And same thing on these, in that tall kneeling position. Think about that slight tuck at your hips so you really get your booty tight and your abs tight. Good. 8 and 8. Nice. Then once you get that, you can drop the weight. And then we're going to do some push-ups. We're going to wait a second here for everybody. And okay, so you're going to get in your push-up position. I'm going to count to 4. You're going to lower yourself on a 4 count. And then you can either, if you can press yourself up, maintaining that plank position, awesome. If you can't, not a big deal. You're going to drop to the ground. You're going to get back into that push-up position and we're going to do it again. So I'm going to count to 4. All right. And you can get back up however you need to. All right, ready? Nice and tight here. Hips are slightly tucked. Feet are hip width apart. Hands are right underneath your shoulders here. Shoulders are right above your wrists. Here we go. Inhale down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Biggest exhale you've ever had on the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Nice. Good. And then go ahead and stand up. And we're going to stand up. We're going to go right into a body weight lunge here. You're going to give me 8 reverse lunges. On the 8th lunge, you're going to hold down in that position, focusing on firing your glutes, bracing your abs. We'll hold that for 30 seconds. Okay. So we'll go 8 lunges holding down on the 8th. Ready and go. Inhale down, exhale up. Really think about coming down and pulling yourself up through the big toe of that left foot, both of you. So really think about that, pulling yourself up at the backside of that left leg. And then hold that. Good. Breathing. Think about your abs here. Imagine I'm coming to give you a little poke in the tummy. You're bracing your abs. You're firing that right glute. Okay. But you're also feeling your left glute work here too. Breathing. Pressing into that left big toe, 10 more seconds. You got it. Keep going. Nice. See if you can find that big stretch to the front of that right quad. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Let's go other side. So we'll go right into those lunges on the other side. Ready and go. Good. Inhale down, exhale up. Again, focusing on pulling yourself up with that big toe of the right foot. So the back side of that right leg. Good. And then hold that. Nice. Same thing. Pressing into that big toe, pinky toe, and heel of that front foot. Feel that left glute squeeze. You should be able to like just take your left toes off the ground right now and still feel balanced. Okay. That's how centered your weight is. Nice. Keep breathing. Good. Feel that big stretch down the front thigh of that left leg. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Keep breathing. 5 seconds. Every now and then an isometric hold really sucks. And done. Nice. Good. Drop back down onto your forearms in your plank position. Right foot steps out to the right and back in. Left foot steps out to the left and back in. 10 taps to each side, and then you can get some water. Good. Nice. And then get some water.
How's your back, Catherine?
It's okay. I don't know what I did. I just literally yesterday, like I wanted to make coffee and I turned my head. So it's just like all
Oh, up there.
really tight.
Do you own one of these?
No.
This ball or any sort of ball really. But if you go against the wall with it, go along, make sure you start going along the shoulder blade. And then once you get along the shoulder blade, then you can roll it here.
Okay. I can just tell.
But you have to do it on both sides because sometimes it actually comes from the opposite side, right?
Right.
So let's go. We're gonna go back into that tall kneeling position, halos. But I do highly recommend this ball. I don't use it that often, but I love it when I use it by Rogue.
Okay.
It's a little harsh. Like people will sit on it and roll their glutes. So remember 8 each side here. That is a little intense for me, but
No, I used like a lacrosse ball and things before, so I know.
Yeah. It's just same thing with a lacrosse ball. It's so intense. You just have to make sure that you're not like flaring yourself up instead of
putting yourself into like bigger stuff.
Right. Totally. But the other thing I always like for the back, like and that upper back neck region is I don't know if either of you guys own those things from Walgreens that are like rice and you put them in the microwave and they're kind of heavy. Do you have one of those? And then it like it drapes around your neck. It's really good for like, they're just like, you just get them. I think they're just like at Walgreens, but then you can, so it's warm and then it's like slightly weighted. So it's a great thing to have for just like if you're sitting at your desk for any long period of time, just to help keep you relaxed. And then we're going to go back to those push-ups. All right. So on these, really think about that big inhale down, that big exhale up and maintaining that plank position. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, up. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Let's take a pause. Make sure your hands are directly underneath your shoulders here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more. Find that plank. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, ladies. Good. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Nice. Go ahead. Stand up. We're going to go back to those body weight reverse lunges. 8 lunges on the right, followed by that 30-second hold. All right. Ready, set, and go. Step back into those lunges. Good. Breathing and holding. Breathing and holding. Good. Keep it going. 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. You got it. Keep breathing. Keep those abs firing. Chest is upright. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and good. Other side. 8, and then the hold. Wait, Catherine Kelly, I have a Andy Town question for you. I never knew this was a thing, but I was watching some food show and they showed Andy Town and a drink called the Snowy Plover. Is that just like a milkshake?
No, not at all. It's like a coffee soda.
And then hold,
Like,
and then let's hold.
I mean, if you don't put whipped cream on it, it doesn't have any cream. It just is.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Espresso.
Okay. Got it. Well, they were like saying it's got like brown sugar syrup, and I don't know. It sounded delicious.
Well, actually, I was gonna say I don't want to put that in there. It's not like sweet coffee.
Got it. Okay.
You know, it would be the equivalent of like having espresso with sugar and then putting fizzy water in it.
Got it. 3, 2, and done. Good. Drop down onto your forearms into your plank. Right foot steps out to the right, back in. Left foot steps out to the left, back in. So Catherine Fogelman, they were showing this thing, this coffee, and it's basically. Oh, have you had it?
Yeah, actually, Catherine introduced me to it.
Oh, is it delicious? I never have had coffee with soda water in it.
I know, I liked it, but I had it without I can see how it could seem like a milkshake for sure, but I think I stripped it down.
I'll have to try just the basic version, and then on a day where I'm really feeling daring, try the sweet version. I feel like that's one of those things where you're like, oh, this is delicious, and then you want to have one every day, and it's like 800 grams of sugar.
Just don't get it sweetened. I mean, when you drink coffee, do you sweeten your coffee?
No, never. I always drink it black.
Don't do it because it's gross. Actually, if you're not used to sweet coffee, it's like.
Yeah.
But I will say I've had it with almond milk, and I've had it with whipped cream. Hands down, whipped cream is so much better.
Yeah. Well, I'm a big fan of like the morning after a holiday, like the morning after Thanksgiving. Like, you know, my mom will always want to make that nice fancy whipped cream, and you're like, gross, Mom. We just want the stuff from the can.
What? Weird.
And then take it the can, put it in your coffee the next morning. So good. All right. My dad will like take a scoop of vanilla ice cream and throw it in.
Well, there's your affogato. And then it's like
right?
Pompana, which is literally espresso with a spoon of whipped cream. I mean,
so good. All right, we're gonna grab one weight here, and you want to grab like you're a heavier weight, a 25 or a 30. We're gonna do some single leg RDLs, but we're gonna do them different. So you're gonna hold that weight at your chest, squeezing it one end in each hand. So hold it horizontally. You're gonna balance on your right foot here, squeezing that weight. And also, if you have a medicine ball will work too. I just want you holding the weight at your chest, but you're squeezing that ball. And you're just gonna inhale out, exhale together. All right. And you're gonna do 10 of these on each side. So we're changing the weight here. Stay on the same side, yeah.
It stays up here, huh?
Yeah, and the weight stays there the whole time. So we're changing your center of gravity here.
I can't hold that up.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. So 10 on each side. 10.
I'm sorry to report that Pilar did not win the school presidency yesterday.
Oh no.
Ah, bummer.
She was like really unaffected. She's like, I'm okay with it. But George won class rep.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Catherine, if it's too hard to hold in your hands like that, hold it basket weave style and just down in front of you. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. I forget, not everybody has these like major hands like I do. Just grab on. So George is class rep.
Yeah.
That's cute that they're in school together. Okay. 10 and 10. And then you're gonna lay back down on your back.
With the weight or no?
No weight, yeah, just on your own body weight here. Good, and then we'll come back up into that bridge. This time your feet are on the ground, so come up into your bridge, and you're just gonna walk your legs out till you feel that uncomfortable stretch in your hamstrings, and then walk them back in. And you're doing this for time, so just keep going. Keep going, 10 seconds, 10 seconds.
Combo matches this weekend?
No, I can't because Pilar has a schooling show
And
tomorrow.
done, good. Go ahead and stand up. You're gonna want a lighter weight here, maybe like a 15 or a 12. You're gonna hold it in your right hand. We're just gonna strict press that. So you're gonna press it straight up overhead. Just a slight bend in your knees, abs tight to hold your place here, but you're not bouncing at all. You're not doing anything. You're just holding that weight and pressing it up. And you're gonna give me 8 presses. And if that's too, if you're gonna hit your ceiling or anything, you can do it from your knees. But think about your obliques there. You should be all your right oblique as you press up with your right arm.
Are you playing post?
I think so.
I did sign up for 8-5, but Carla said she needed people on Sunday, but I can't be sure that I can do it. Haley has her first horse show tomorrow.
Oh, where?
Bayside. I mean, it's
Bayside?
just, one side.
Oh, Woodside. She's jumping, right?
She just
And
started
then-
jumping. I don't think she'll be doing any jumping
Now-
in the show.
8 single leg hops on each side. That's so exciting. Are you going to be like hanging out at the circus club?
Oh my gosh, I don't understand it. I mean, I actually sometimes have a crisis about it. Like last night I had a crisis.
Why?
It's my own problem. I understand this.
Yeah.
I do not know anything about navigating teenage years, high school, without sport defining my child's life.
Without like a traditional sport?
Yeah.
And then get some water, and then we're going to go back to that second round of single leg deadlifts.
So I keep, it's hard. Like I'm like, you have to play volleyball and basketball because you have to be a part of your school. And she's totally okay with that. I don't know, it's just learning. I have to it's the more normal experience. I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
Yeah. Let's go back to those 8 or 10 single leg deadlifts on each side. It's so funny. My mom grew up like riding horses and jumping and all that. So when we played sports, she's like, my mom's like anti-sport to begin with, but she was like, this is so stupid.
Okay, so I should tell you.
The opposite in my house.
I just think I need to, it all comes with
She's like,
education and experience, but obviously just prone to being an anxious person. So
yeah, well, horses are really good for that then.
yeah, but I don't care about horses. The kid does.
Oh, yeah, well,
Part
They
of
help-
it
they
too,
help
that,
with that.
like the horse, the horse world seems foreign to you too.
Yeah. And I mean, she's really good actually about navigating it and telling me, okay, we need to move here and do that. I guess there's a part of me that's like, are you gonna get old and tired of this in a year? I don't know.
Right. Like, yeah.
and let's go on your back up into that bridge and walk it out. Well, that's why, she does something else too, right? Tennis or something to like,
I mean, and the truth is, if that were the case,
ready
Then
and go. Look,
she would just turn into a normal high school kid playing volleyball.
Yeah.
And basketball.
I train a woman. I train might be a generous word, but I work out with a woman every week. We stretch and stuff, who's 80 and still riding, still jumping. She just stopped like jumping a year ago.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
If it
Yeah.
becomes that kind of a thing, like, that's amazing. I just have to,
It's
Like
just
I
an
said-
expensive hobby. So unfortunately, I think like as you grow older to continue it, you have to have just a lot of money to like own your own horse.
yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Like, I mean, like when you're in like your adult years, you know,
Yeah.
and done. Good. Go ahead and stand up. Let's go back to those strict presses.
Well, I figured that would be her problem by then, but
Yeah,
It's more-
exactly. We'll go 8 presses on each side.
I'm not really sure what it is that concerns me. I guess,
Well, it's just a foreign world.
yeah,
It's different than any sort of like other
Yeah.
athletic arena too.
I think it's probably, I just have more concerns, like, it's probably just more about her choosing stuff. I mean, we did this mock interview last night for high school. She had one for school today. And the question was, what has been one of your biggest challenges?
And then 8 single leg hops.
She literally said, I'm paraphrasing, feeling like I have to follow my sister's shadow. It's crazy.
Good. And then 8 on the other side. Oh, siblings.
I know.
I think it's
Oh.
hard being the youngest of 3. I really do. I mean, I will sympathize.
Yeah.
I mean, I only say that my brother is like unto himself as a very own individual human, but we're gonna go one more round of that. But he had a very different like Steve and I kind of did everything the same, you know, and then my brother was a lot younger, B had a lot of struggles that Steve and I did not have, like with learning issues, learning disabilities, I don't know what you call it anymore, learning differences. You know, things that were like very different that there's no way we could have understood. And my parents, it's like very different for them.
Right. I mean, she's not different in any way other than she hasn't just randomly emerged as a kid who, I mean, honest to God, this is the primary difference. She's not trying to play college sport. I know that's really simple, but it's not, for some reason, it's like complicating my life because it's such a piece
Well,
of-
that's right. I mean, but that's my point, is that it's a different child to raise than the other two. You know, like, I mean, Mario, there was like many years where we didn't think he was going to go to college at all. And then my mom told him he basically only went to junior college because my mom was like, fine, you don't want to go to school? Great. You're going to become a plumber or electrician. You get to choose. Like you get to become a valuable life skill.
Yeah. Anyway,
And that was what like scared him into like, he was like, well, I don't want to do hard work. So then he went to junior college and then he played basketball and then he did well at basketball and that worked out for him. But like that wasn't something that was apparent. Let's go on your back to that glute bridge walkout. That wasn't like and then come up into your bridge. That wasn't an apparent thing. And then go ahead, walk it out. And during high school, I mean, he barely played in high school. I mean, he was on the team, but like not in the way that I played, certainly. And not in the way that my brother was just like the ultimate, like Steve was the ultimate like kid you want on your team. Even if he wasn't playing, he was very involved. He was going to all the practices. He was trying hard. He was like a good team player. And then I was just like my own beast completely. But then my brother, yeah, like he was more concerned about like parties and social stuff. And done good. And like I don't think my brother and my older brother and I don't think we went to like any parties, like 1 or 2, you know. And then we'll go back to those presses now.
I mean, it's my problem, actually. She has no problem with what she's doing.
8 presses here. Yeah, I think that's just like the understanding someone where they are. I can't imagine 2 girls like if I had a sister, like competition or like comparison factor or any of that.
I mean, it's just, I never felt it. I had 2 sisters and I never felt it,
Yeah.
but
And then let's go single leg hops. 8 on each side.
To be honest, Gabriella's not exactly the most generous sister either.
Good, 8 and 8. Nice, good. And then get a little water and then grab, you're gonna want a 25 or a 30 here. We're gonna do some walking lateral lunges. So you're gonna hold the weight in your right hand, step out to the left, right foot comes to meet the left foot, out to the left, right foot comes to meet the left foot. We're gonna go 8 lunges to each direction. Do it however you need to. 8 in a row, 2 right, 2 left, whatever, 4 right, 4 left, 2 times, just 8 each side. But I think my brother is gonna play on the fire department basketball team when they play the Olympic Club during Fleet Week.
Ooh, fun.
I gotta go watch if so. I'll have some torn loyalties. Good, and then once you get 8 each side, keep that weight, drop it down to the ground. You're gonna drop into your push-up position and row 8 rows on each side.
Ugh. Alternating or?
Alternating, yeah. Once you get 8 on each side here, you're gonna drop down onto your stomach and give me 12 pull downs. Good, 12. Nice. And then go ahead and stand up and we'll go skate or jump side to side. All right, ready and go. Nice, keep going. Ten seconds. And relax, good. Catch your breath, a little sip of water, and then we'll go back to that walking lateral lunge.
Beat down. Oh, I feel like that was my last trip to Alice Grace.
Why?
It bothered me.
The people?
Yeah, like the whole experience.
Yeah.
And also they didn't have any good stuff. But I was like, there are a lot of other places we could spend our 300 bucks. And they usually have such nice people there.
The store on Sacramento?
Yeah. Just comical.
I still haven't been to is it Two Birds?
Yeah. They're so nice there. It's a whole different vibe because it's snowy, you know.
Yeah.
But Two Skirts is also pretty friendly.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of shopping there.
Yeah. There, I just feel like they don't cater to Amazons.
Uh-huh. I just felt like they could be pushy at Alice Grace, and I just don't like that.
Those two women had zero like tact.
Pushy is the absolute worst. And
I-
then we'll go
I-
Rose.
Like, I just that whole thing about how everything looks great on you, and I just don't think that's true. Like, be honest.
Hi. She told me it didn't look good on me. Hey.
Let's go 8 rows, Catherine, from your push-up position. 8 rows each side. Anybody who tells you that everything looks good is lying.
It's
okay.
good, but just like trying to make you see a way that it works. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you have to force it, usually you're never going to wear it once you get it home.
Right.
I'm a Heidi Says fan.
Yeah.
Been in there in a long time. It's also fancy.
No, they have like jeans, all the like non-fancy stuff is hidden in the back. And then we're gonna 12 pull downs. But there's that tall blonde woman who works in there who's just so nice.
It's good to know. I haven't been there in years.
I like it there
Yeah.
too.
I ate Catherine Fogelman. I don't know if you've been there, but that new restaurant by you, the Taylor's Son
Oh, that's my friend.
on Fillmore. It's pretty good. It's like I was pleasantly surprised by it. If you haven't been, you should go.
It's
Yeah.
interesting because I went out with some friends last night and
And then we'll go skater jump side to side.
she didn't have a great experience. And I asked
Oh
her
yeah,
because it was new, I think she probably went too early. Did you go
and
recently?
go. I went about I guess 3 weeks ago. Yeah, go. But the service. I will say the service was extremely slow.
Okay, she did comment on that. Yeah.
Yeah. The one girl that was helping us was like helping 1,000 tables. I mean, but the food I was pleasantly surprised. I was expecting kind of like original Joe's Italian, like saucy and gross and heavy. And it wasn't like that at all. We had like a lovely octopus dish, 10 seconds.
No,
Did
the
you have a
only
reservation?
I did make one, but I made it morning of, like for a weeknight. And done. Good, nice. And then let's drop down side plank.
That's my friend Julie. That's one of her husband's restaurants. That's the same. So he's like actually Italian. And
I was
he's
gonna say they own everything, don't they?
Yeah. I feel like
the son of Taylor, and he would never do that Italian American stuff. I don't think he even knows how.
Well, yeah, but that's what I was nervous about. I mean, because you're like, you just never know with Italian what you're gonna get.
Right. He's got like Amano, Beretta, Lolinda, all those are his.
Oh yeah. Well, so and because I don't like Della Rosa, I might be the only person who doesn't like it. 5 more seconds. So that was the other reason why I was nervous. But I was very pleasantly surprised. We had a nice glass of wine. And other side.
I find their vegetable dishes are always good. I mean, they tend to be kind of oily, but like in a good way.
Yeah.
But like, I can eat all vegetables when I go to their restaurants half the time, you know?
Yeah.
Is Star Belly one of theirs, Catherine?
Yeah. And it can be hit or miss. It used to be one of my favorites.
Yeah, I feel like Starbelly always gets great reviews. I don't think I've ever actually been there. 5 more seconds here and then just flip right over onto your belly. And good, into that plank on your forearms.
Oh, God help me.
Up. Yeah, no, but I would try it, Catherine. I mean, it's close to your house too, right? So I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I think was also really great about it is that it was so lively when we were there that like I went with Mo, Catherine, and we were just like so re-energized for the city. We're like, look at all these people and everybody's going out and like,
Oh, cool.
it was like there was just a steady stream the entire time we were eating. We're like, oh, this is good. Like San Francisco's back, it's like a good feeling.
Yeah. Does she live in the city?
No, they moved down to Hillsborough. And done. Good. On your back. She's like a quarter mile from her parents.
Oh, nice. Does Jen Kelly live
Jen Kelly lives above them, which I always tease her about. So let's go arms out, both legs up to the ceiling. Inhale, lower both legs at the same time. Exhale, pull those legs up.
Oh, wait, is that a thing down there, like higher up on the hill?
No, but I always tease her about that because I make it a thing. They're like, oh, they're lording over you.
I just know that it mattered to the Kellys.
Right. Well, it's funny when they first moved down there, she was like, do I have to invite these people over for dinner? Like as a welcome to the neighborhood thing? And I was like, no, if you didn't hang out with someone, keep going 5 more seconds. In San Francisco, you don't have to hang out with them on the peninsula. It's like, that's not and done. Let's go. Dead bugs.
You think she's gonna have more kids? Or is two
I
good?
don't know. Mo's about to have her third.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, she's due in like 3 weeks, I want to say.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Keep going, 15 seconds. And then after that, I'll be curious to see if she goes for 4.
Oh my God, that would be something.
I don't think I would rule it out, but I don't know how likely it is.
Right, let me think. How old is she?
Done. Good. And then go ahead and stretch, knees to your chest. She is, how old am I? I'm 37. She's 36.
Oh, she's all the time in the world, you puppies.
And then keep one knee pulled, then we'll take the other leg straight out. Yeah, that's whenever I'm down there with my mom, I'm always like, if we go out to Burlingame Avenue, run any errands or anything, I always get like a little nervous. I'm gonna run into the Kellys. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna say.
I don't think they hang on Burlingame Avenue. They hang only in like resorts.
Yeah, that's true. Burlingame Avenue is probably not fancy enough.
According to Instagram.
Catherine Fogelman, these people that we're talking about, we know from basketball, and they at the Olympic Club, and they have on their Instagram only shots of like Aubert, Metalwood, what's it like, and like weekly. It's not like it's a one-off. Jet Suite X planes, private planes.
Yeah. I thought she was like an Instagram influencer person or something. Then I looked and she doesn't have a lot of followers, but that's the kind of account she has. It's always locations and restaurants and I don't know.
Lifestyles of the rich and famous.
It really is. I think I probably need to mute her too.
Yeah, I should probably. I did actually mute her for that reason. It just like makes you feel bad about yourself. You're like, wow, like what am I doing wrong with my life?
Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't make me feel bad about myself in my case, but what it does is it makes me have like ill feelings towards them, and I don't even know them. So why do I want to have bad feelings about that?
That's true, I mean? and it makes me like not like them. Yeah, exactly. That's the one, because you're like, cool, like that's really nice that you got to do this experience, but like you don't have to brag about it all the time.
Yeah. I know. It's really true. The people who live, oh, Shelly, she referred to someone as living out loud the other day. And I was like, that's such a great
a great term. I like that. Yeah. Okay. So hopefully we feel better. Our bodies feel better today after this workout.
Well, it doesn't feel like it would have if she had given us a regular one. Sure.
A little bit more taking care of the body, but we still got a lot of work in. So.
I'm sweating.
I know you recorded it. Will you share it? Just because I feel like it could be a good one to do if